Hi, I'm astronaut Garrett Reisman. I flew into space on the space shuttle and lived on the space station. But back on February 1st, 2003, I awoke to learn that I had lost 7 of my friends aboard the space shuttle Columbia. In the wake of this tragedy, we astronauts, along with the rest of the nation, debated whether or not the program should even go on. But the answer was never in doubt. We had to continue. You see, people always ask me, especially children, what was it like to be in space? Clearly, there's something magical about spaceflight that lights up our imagination. But it is not without risk, and sometimes our families must pay an almost unbearable price. The Columbia and its crew soared into the heavens with a mission of hope. They would not return, but they left behind a legacy. And today we continue to live and work in space. Private companies and NASA are building new and safer spacecraft, and someday soon, astronauts will venture off to other planets. And when they do, they will take with them the hope of Columbia.
Max and GNC, you ready?
Right, Max, we're ready.
GNC's go.
And we're ready, Willie. No deltas.
Copy that, Delta. And Houston will get to 304 at 5 minutes.
Rick, we're ready for Ops 304.
CLG in it.
Copy.
Rolling right. I got it.
Flight Max.
Go ahead, Max.
FYI, I've just lost 4 separate temperature transducers on the left side of the vehicle, hydraulic return temperatures. 2 of them on system 1 and 1 in each of systems 2 and 3.
4 hide return temps.
To the left outboard and left inboard elevons.
Okay, is there anything common to them? DSC or MDM or anything? I mean, you're telling me you lost them all at exactly the same time.
No, not exactly. They were within probably 4 or 5 seconds of each other.
Okay. Where are those? Where is that instrumentation located?
They're, all 4 of them are located in the aft part of the left wing, right in front of the elevon actuators. And there is no commonality.
No commonality. Max, tell me again which systems they're for.
It's all 3 hydraulic systems. It's 2 of them are to the left outboard elevon and 2 of them to the left inboard.
Okay, I got you.
I got it for processing drag with good residual.
Copy. Thank you.
Flight GC.
Go.
Your grounds are enabled for the landing count.
Thank you. GNC flight.
Flight GNC.
Everything look good to you? Control and rates and everything is nominal, right?
Control's been stable through the rolls that we've done so far flight. We have good trims. I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
The tire pressure on left outboard and left inboard both tires.
And Columbia, Houston, we see your tire pressure messages, and we did not copy
Is it
your last.
instrumentation, Max?
Flight Max, those are also off.
Roger.
Flight Inco?
Go.
Yeah, we're just taking a few hits here. We're right up on top of the tail. Not too bad.
Hydraulic return instrumentations.
No, sir, there's not. We've also lost the nose gear down talkback and the right main gear down talkback.
And Flight Econ?
Econ.
I've got 4 temperature sensors on the bottom line data that are off scale low. Flight Inco, I didn't expect this bad of a hit on comm.
No onboard system config changes right before we lost data.
That's correct, Flight. All look good.
Still all on string 2 and everything looked good.
Columbia, Houston, comm check.
Flight Fighter.
Go.
Close-in aim point with the 1-hour balloon shows is touching down at 1496, 1,500 feet down the runway. Our crosswind right now is on the left, on the 3-3 end.
Columbia, Houston, UHF, comm check.
But I'd like to stay where we're at.
See them go erratic for a little bit before they went away, so I do believe it's instrumentation.
Okay.
Columbia, Houston, UHF, comm check.
Flight Fighter.
Go.
I know this date is a little late. The 1-hour balloon protects us for wind
Columbia,
persistence.
Houston, UHF, comm check.
I think we're in a smaller wind persistence case than that. In other words,
I was not reporting any RAF at this time.
Flight Inco, SBCs just should have taken us to staying low.
Okay. Fido, when are you expecting tracking?
1 minute ago, Flight.
Columbia, Houston, UHF, comm check.
And Flight GC, no C-bands yet.
Copy.
Flight Inco.
Go.
I could swap strings in the blind.
Okay. Command is over.
Good work, Flight. Flight Inco commanded string 1 in the blind.
Inco.
I commanded string 1 in the blind, Flight.
Copy.
Bad data point flight. We do not believe that was the orbiter. We do not have any valid data at this time.
Okay, that we can go to.
Let me start talking flight, navigator.
GC flight. GC flight.
Fly GC.
Lock the doors.
Copy.
Fido, do you have any tracking?
No, sir. Flight Fido.
Go.
My C-bands have not required anything. We are only acquiring false locks at this time.
I copy, Fido. Off the FCOH contingency plan procedure, FCOH checklist, page 2.8-5. Fido flight.
Go ahead.
Do you have any information or reports from Space Command? Okay, and all flight controllers on page 9 of the FCOH procedure, you need to make sure you step through the actions required in step 20. That's for your workstation logs, display printouts. There's a whole list of data collection items that we need to make sure we log through. I have the old mock VFC checkpoint, but we got an equivalent capability that we need to do.
We'll get that done.
GC flight.
Fly GC.
You understand how to do the end of file log tapes that we need in the checklist? Okay. And folks, listen up again on the flight loop. No phone calls off-site, outside of this room. Our discussions are on these loops, on the recorded DVIS loops only. No data, no phone calls, no transmissions anywhere into or out.
What location is your emergency?
It appears that we have had an explosion in this area.
What's going on? Hold on 1 second.
There was a loud
boom, a very violent boom, which shook the house.
Y'all getting calls about the flying object? About the flying object? Yeah, blowing up. We've had one that's thinking it's possibly a meteor.
I realized immediately that something was not right.
Receive, we're being told that something did explode.
Apparently it was a jet airplane.
It was a jet airplane?
It is now 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. You're watching a CBS News special report.
You see two large vapor trails.
The vapor trail was coming from the west to the east across the sky.
I live on Pearl and Bowie, and something just crashed over the sky and shook the ground.
At first, I thought we were under attack.
This material was coming down almost like rain.
Something fell out of the sky. When? It looked like a little piece of metal. Okay, you're telling me a piece of metal fell out of the sky?
I'm not sure, but I think I just found part of an airplane.
At that time, they started getting major reports coming in, pieces falling.
This piece fell in the back part of our parking lot. The impact from that piece blew open the back doors to the bank.
I saw more and more debris, not only on the side of the road, but in the roadway.
The feeling of impending doom is kind of what I felt.
We've got rescue en route.
I saw the officer in the parking lot. He looked at me and he said, "Go upstairs and see if the shuttle has landed."
The Space Shuttle Columbia had 7 astronauts on board, including 6 Americans and 1 Israeli.
Columbia came to rest that day here in Sabine County.
President Bush was quick to express the nation's grief.
The Columbia is lost. On board was a crew of 7.
The world lost 7 heroes. We lost 7 family members.
We felt like it was our responsibility to find the astronauts so that they might return home to their family. Their mission really became our mission.
All these people came from everywhere. They volunteered their time to come help us search.
On day 12, we feel like that was accomplished because at that time we knew that all of the astronauts had been found.
Just the various amounts of stories and things that came out